We're heading now to the Hawk Zone to talk a little Seahawks. And of course, our pal Terry Hollimon is here. I think it's been a pretty eventful offseason so far. What do you think, my friend?
I think so. I mean, I think a lot of Seahawks fans would have liked to see more things happen in specific areas, but we have done some things. We have made some pretty important moves.
I know, and one of those moves, last time we talked, Geno Smith had just been traded to the Raiders, and now we have a new quarterback. So tell me about Sam Darnold.
Yeah, we have Sam Darnold. We were able to secure him in a deal with the Minnesota Vikings, and Sam Darnold is kind of polarizing as a quarterback. At the beginning of his career wasn't that great, but I think he started off with some teams that weren't that great. He played for the New York Jets in the beginning, and his career wasn't that great there. He ended up being with the Minnesota Vikings, and last year took them to the playoffs, a 14-3 season. Yeah, exactly. So I think the trajectory for Sam Darnold has been on the up. He's now a Pro Bowl quarterback, and now he's a Seahawks quarterback. And I think the fans should be ready for the Sam Darnold era.
Yeah, I'm here for it. How does his play style match Geno's at all, or completely different?
It matches in a certain couple of ways, and the fact that I think both of them would like to be considered pocket passers. Traditional pocket passers, guys that sit back there and make their reads and make plays, rather than being a dual threat quarterback, somebody that likes to run. Even though Geno did have the physical ability to run, I don't think Sam Darnold has that kind of ability that Geno had, but both of them are going to want to sit in the pocket and make plays. Sam Darnold does a really good job of that.
Okay, well, we hope so. And more quarterback news. Drew Lock is coming back this season, right?
Yes, Drew Lock is coming back. We lost him for a season, but he is now back in Seattle. I mean, think about it. If you live in Seattle and you moved away for a little while, wouldn't you want to come back here?
I think so.
No, he's very familiar with Seattle. The franchise is familiar with him. I think that was one of the reasons why they wanted to bring him back. He was a known commodity. He was not someone that, you would have to second guess if you put him in the game, if he's going to get out there and do some whimsical stuff, throw a bunch of interception. He's a safe bet. And when you're talking about a backup quarterback, of course you want to let Sam Darnold have the reins and do his thing, but you got a secure guy in Drew Lock.
I know. I think so, too. That made me feel a little happier.
A little more confident? Yes, you can sleep at night now?
Okay, I don't know Sam well enough yet, but I know Drew.
Okay.
We also have a new wide receiver that everyone's really excited about, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
Tell me about this.
People are very excited about Cooper Kupp for a number of reasons. First and foremost, I think the reason why people here are excited about him, because he's basically a homegrown guy.
I know, local.
Not even basically, he is. He's from Yakima, went to Eastern Washington, where he basically holds all the receiving records at Eastern Washington. He played for the Los Angeles Rams for a number of years, and he set a lot of records for that franchise as well. He's one of the best receivers currently playing, talking about his career-wise in the NFL. He's had a couple of seasons where he's dealt with some injuries the last few years.
Yeah, I heard that.
He's getting a little long in the tooth, but I think there's still some gas left in the tank for Cooper Kupp. I think he can come here and make a contribution, and I think fans are rightfully excited about him.
I know, we gotta love the local kid, and with Tyler Lockett gone, who's one of my faves.
Why you want to bring up bad stuff, man?
I know, but I'm happy
I've
now
been
that
going
we
to
have.
counseling all month about Tyler, and you want to bring him up. I'm just now getting over him.
I know, I'm still not over it, clearly. That's why I'm bringing him up.
Thank you.
The NFL draft, too, is coming Thursday, right?
Yes.
So what are we looking there?
Well, I think everybody that follows the Seahawks for the past decade knows that we need offensive linemen right now, Schneider. But will they get one? I don't know. Because in history tells us that we've needed them for a number of years. It's been the Achilles heel for this team for years, but we seem to fail to address that situation every year. But hopefully this year, it'll be different. We have a new quarterback.
I feel like every year we're like, it's going to be different.
Every year it's going to be different. We're going to get some linemen. It's going to be great. They're going to protect our quarterbacks. And
well, especially if you're saying Sam wants to sit back in the pocket, too. This feels like it's important.
Very important. We definitely need to go out there and get an offensive lineman. I think if not with our first pick early in the draft, and if we can, we have, as you see here, we have what? 10 picks?
I know.
In the draft?
10 picks this year. Pick number 18, too, in the first round. Is there a certain player that you think we should be aiming for? Or position?
Well, of course, it's the offensive line. I think we probably should look for the interior lineman first, guards, maybe a center. But there is a guy that's playing tackle out of North Dakota State that I saw. His name is Gabe Zabel. And this is a guy that plays every single position on the offensive line, but he's really projected to be a tackle. tackle. He's 6'6", 315 pounds. But again, he could play every position on the offensive line. So I think if the Seahawks got a guy like that, that's versatile, that can move around, that would be a plus.
And you don't think then there's any chance with a quarterback we're getting in any of our I
don't think so, not this year. I think that the fact that we have Sam Darnold, who is relatively young, younger than Geno, that buys the Seahawks franchise a little bit of time in the quarterback area, so that maybe if he doesn't pan out like they want him to immediately, they can go out and get a quarterback in the next couple of drafts, maybe next year or the year after. Because this year, I don't think there's a chance for the Seahawks to get the kind of franchise quarterback in the draft that they would like to get.
Are you still going to be rooting for Geno and Pete Carroll? I am. I'm excited about that duo.
I'm absolutely never going to cheer for them anymore.
What?
So, no, if you're not a Seahawk, you either with us or you against us, man.
No,
I'm just kidding. I love those guys. I love them, Kelly.
Yeah,
I love them
Pete Carroll didn't want to leave. You can't be mad.
If he comes back to Seattle, I give him a hug.
Okay,
but you got it, man. When the whistle blows, it's on. I'm sorry. On Sundays, If you don't have a Seahawk uniform, I'm not a fan. Sorry.
Well, I'm still a fan of you, Geno. I love you. I love you, Pete Carroll. Also, really fast, UW, anyone that is exciting that we should be looking forward to in the draft there?
You know, it's unfortunate that the Huskies did not have a big class this year of guys coming out that would look to be drafted high. There are a couple guys that I do like. The guy I like the most is a guy by the name of Carson Bruner. He's a linebacker that's played for a number of years. His dad was a teammate of mine. Played in the NFL for a decade or so, maybe like 15 years.
Cool.
And he has a lot of, prestige and history when it comes to the game. The guy's a go-getter. So I like him. They got a good safety in Cam Fabricalanen. I don't know how to say his last name, but it sounds like that.
Yeah.
So they have a couple of guys that will probably do some things in the NFL.
Okay. Well, go Dogs, as always.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Terry, for being here. We so appreciate it. And thank you to you all for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.